Trinity coaches, we live, baby. Woo!
There you go. That gets us every time. The Trinity Coaches live music. That is some real music. Wow.
It is.
Trinity Coaches, we are live. Leanna,
right. This is our 1 year anniversary week.
Woo!
A whole year.
1 year. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I'm surprised they ain't kicked me out the circle yet.
And it's not a circle. We are a whole triangle.
We're a triangle. You know I can't get my shapes right, girl. You got to work with me.
Leanna,
we are a whole triangle.
Not the circle.
You know what? I was sitting here looking at the video. We need to change the video because we've changed in a year.
Okay, we should do a new one.
Yeah, we should just keep the same music because, you know, we want to represent New York.
Yes, I was about to say, change anything except the intro music. I don't care. Yeah, we can't get rid of that music.
Well, we need to
represent. That's right.
Yeah, we've changed. Sometimes I might wear my hair straight. Then the next thing I know, I'm looking like Leanna. I was like, you know what, Bunky? I'm gonna just go ahead and go natural, and I'm starting to really like it.
That's right, girl. Team natural all the time.
But wait a minute, you were supposed to be growing dreads. What happened to that?
Well, see, I'm there too. See, I'm gonna be both of y'all.
She said both of us.
You gonna have dreads on the top, and would you?
I'm gonna do the dreads right here, and then have it hanging like this right here.
But not too long, because remember she said she couldn't have them too long.
I know she said she didn't want them long, but okay, that could work. Okay.
Don't do me, Tyra. Don't do me.
I'm just saying. Listen, I'm a whole dread, a whole full head, past my behind length hair, dreadlocks. So
is it really that long? Is past your butt? Wow.
Yeah. When I sit, I have to move them away.
Lord, see, and I can't do hair no more. So if a hair touch my ear, I get
really.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. I can't do. I don't want nothing in my face.
Yeah.
Don't let me be driving or something. Some hair do like this. Oh, it's a wrap.
See, most times I wear it up because it just gets in the way. To be quite honest, but yeah, I couldn't do anything else. Like I can't. Can y'all see me with a perm? No, I can't.
I mean, if you took it all out, I wouldn't encourage you to get no perm anyway. I'd be like, stay natural, girl. These natural girls is doing the darn thing, okay? Shoot.
Yeah, I couldn't do. I would have to stay natural. I don't think I could do a perm or a weave, or I don't think that would suit me at all. It's not my personality.
Look, I was cleaning out my closet just a little while ago, and I found one of my wigs. And I put it on, and it's like a little bob to come down here. And I went in the living room where Darius was, and I was like, he was like, no. No,
It's not even you anymore.
it's not even me anymore. They like, we gonna keep the ball look because that's not it, mama. Just no.
So what do you do with the wig then? Is it time to donate it? What do you
I
do
don't know
with
because
it?
I paid too much money for that wig. That's a nice wig. I'm gonna hold on to my wig because one day I might just pop on the show and be like, hey,
You know what? I can't see that either. I cannot see you.
See her in a wig.
Neither you, Jenny. I don't.
Jenny
Oh, I
had a
have
wig one
some.
time at the show.
I have
She
some.
had a wig off in the middle of the show.
I remember that, but no.
I did do that, huh?
You
Yes,
did.
you did.
Yeah,
Yes,
somebody
you
was stressing
did.
me out. One of them letters was stressing me out a little bit.
Those
We've had some really good letters.
Yes.
So shout out to those of you that have written into Trinity coaches this past year because we've had some amazing shows based off of your letters.
Yes.
Oh my
Some
God.
of them had stressed us out. I got a couple extra gray hairs that I didn't ask for, but that's okay. We're trying to help. We helping the people out, and we appreciate you trusting us with our judgment.
Yep.
And definitely keep in mind that we want to hear the feedback, right? So we gave you our feedback. Did you implement what we said? Are you better? Like, what's going on? Like, send us an update. We want to hear from you because that makes it full circle, right? We have a full picture.
Right.
And that's how we know what we're doing is working, right?
Right.
So reach out. Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know.
Hey, Paulette.
Oh,
It's
see?
been a minute. Yes, it has been a minute, man. It has.
Okay.
Mama.
I cannot see the chat.
Why you can't never see the chat, girl? What be wrong with your stuff?
Okay, so look to maybe the right or left of your screen.
No, it's not
chat,
there.
captions, or
It's
graphics.
not there.
Do you see the word chat?
No. No.
I can't.
No. I don't.
So can you add it to the thing again, like you know how you
see? It's probably something on my end that I need to hit or something, but. And then Jenny, you just made it smaller. You know my eye. Come on.
Girl, you got your eyes fixed within this year.
I know. I got but I still need the big screen. The screen.
But see, the chat will come up on the screen.
Right. So the way she made it smaller, so now you can see who be talking to us.
But it's still not there. So
well, right now it's nothing there for me either.
You know what? We're gonna leave her alone. Don't talk to her no more.
That's it.
She's on timeout.
So you know what, y'all? We'll just go ahead and tell you what the people saying. You can just go ahead and give your feedback that way.
There you go. That'll work.
That's us to be busy. You can see us.
That's how I'm gonna do it. Cornette says, "Hey."
So there you go.
We're gonna just jump right into tonight's show because they trying to treat me like I'm the stepchild over here, kinda. But it's okay. Whatever, Jenny. Whatever, Leanna.
We
love you, sugar.
We love you.
We love you out, baby.
That's right. It's nothing but love. We would never treat you like a stepchild. We just know you can't see, even though you got some new glasses in the year, and we know. We just know.
Just got the new prescriptions.
I know, right?
Got it. And you made it smaller, Jenny. You know I can't see, baby. Listen,
I know the prescription works at a certain level of whatever. Like I need it to be big so I can see. You can't make it small and expect the prescription to work.
Crickets. So we just go. We just go.
Anyway, I know we just going to here. Anyway, like we said, it's a whole year since we've been on this journey of Trinity coaches, and it's been an amazing journey. And what we thought would have been interesting is to kind of recap the year, but also to give you some insight, right, into us as coaches, because aside from this Trinity Live, we have real lives, real situation. We're tending to just life like anyone else, just like you all, right? So here we are at a year mark, but what has happened in that year? to us individually, right? As women, as coaches, as moms, as employees, business owners, what's going on? So let's chop it up, ladies. What has happened behind the scenes, off screen, when nobody's watching?
Go ahead, Niana. Tell it all.
What you been up to?
Girl, I just don't, I be over in my corner being quiet. Y'all know I don't be doing nothing.
Lies.
This is the baby sister. Baby sister quiet and doing nothing.
No, don't believe the hype.
Oh, what has happened in this year? This is, let's see, this is June. And so within this whole year, so much has happened. I mean, let's see. I was trying to think this out last night and I couldn't think it all out real good. So anyway, personally for me, I have a new graduated child. He graduated high school. He turned 18. I actually got divorced and I dropped 3 journals. I mean, it's been a whole lot that goes on. Yes, we have a life outside of coaching, and yet we still have to come on here and we still smile and we still live and we still put on what we can do to help you, even though we may be hurting, we may be healing, we may be doing all kind of things. So yes, thank you, Carlette. Yes, my baby graduated.
Oh, she said
congratulations
on the graduation.
Thank you. I'm so proud of my baby. And that night, I really did a stand-up thing. I was telling my sisters before we got on here, my son's, one of his main requests was for his biological father to be there. And so I put on my big girl panties and I was nice. My blessings is coming, y'all. I got a big blessing coming, y'all. I do. But
yes, you do.
As a mother, I had to put my own feelings aside. And as a co-parent, I always say that, you know, you have to put you have to take yourself out of the equation, because the most important part of the situation is that child. So
that part. Say it for the people in the back. Say it again.
Yes, that part. So I took Leanna out and it was all about my baby, and he smiled all night. That was the happiest part for him, just to be able to have both his parents there cheering him on. And so kudos out to his father for even coming, because there are a lot of fathers that don't make it to graduation. So, you know, I appreciate him with that part. Let's see, back up some more. As I stated, I got divorced, and yeah, that was a roller coaster, because divorce is not easy. So yeah, and here I'm divorced and I'm coaching people and I'm coaching women and letting them know that you got to love yourself and you got to be confident and you got to take care of you. And some days I was falling apart trying to figure out how I'm gonna take care of me and wasn't trying to love me, because I'm going to love me, but going through the process of divorce is not a simple process. It's not easy process. And so I was embracing all the different emotions that came with that. But see, it's good when you have coaching sisters and, you know, you tell them things and they get you right back in line. See, I got to get y'all some coaching friends. But yeah, I mean, life continues to happen, and that's the whole thing. And that, us being transparent to let y'all into our world and let you know that, hey, at the end of the day, we are still women. We are still wives and girlfriends. And well, I'm single. But anyway, we're over here living our best life, making choices that are going to be best for us. But it is not an easy journey for us to be able to pour ourselves into you when sometimes we're going through too. So, and my business is thriving. Oh, and I just dropped 3 journals. Yes, looking within.
Good for you.
I have an affirmation.
I have mine.
Yes.
A gratitude journal and a self-care journal. Today, my coworker surprised me and she ordered all 3 of my journals. And today was the first day she made me autograph all 3 of them, because she said, when you get big, I want them to know I knew you before this. So yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
yes,
I have been doing so much, and I got more stuff to come, but I can't talk about that right now. So now I'm gonna pass the baton to one of my other sisters so they can talk.
Well, I guess I'll jump in. I actually started the year and not had been actively in business. I wasn't in business. I was doing all the work behind my business. I am creating a lifestyle with the Jenna Melissa LLC, and for my business, I pretty much talk to women about getting past and getting beyond trauma. And I was studying and learning all about trauma and learning all about the effects of trauma in women. And I started doing this because I myself had been through childhood trauma. And in the midst of me doing that, I learned that one of my uh, family members had gone through child molestation. Kind of find out that molestation was happening under my roof with my ex husband. So that was something that happened to me in the midst of me studying all about trauma and trying to help women. So I had to keep pushing like a little choo-choo train, encouraging women to move past trauma when I was actually dealing with my family issues and trauma. And this took place with several other children in my family, my loved ones. And on the 23rd of this month, this past Monday, my ex-husband was escorted out of the courtroom doing 20 years. And that is because I was determined to break the generational curse that has been hovering over my family for generations. So I am so proud of myself. And every year on May 23rd, those young ladies are going to receive flowers from me, and I'm going to celebrate the day. It won't be a day of sadness. It'll be a day of celebration because breaking that curse means the world to me. And I want to get that message out to all the young women and men. If you're listening, speak up, tell your truth. You may help the next person. If that person that did something to you, if you can't do anything to that person, you might help the next person feel comfortable speaking up. So that's why I do what I do, and I'm so proud of myself. And it's so funny that we're at a year, and in a year, I have broken a curse. Lord, I am so proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm
Thank
proud. I'm definitely proud of you.
you.
Um, for going through and pushing through. Um, and we know the behind the scenes stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even when you had every right to say, you know what, I'm not doing this, I need my time, you chose to push forward, right? And
That's right.
that's commendable. Yeah, Jenny, you did that.
Thank you,
You
Sheikah.
are your example, right? You're
You're right.
you
You are walking in your truth.
exactly. So
Absolutely.
you can attract women and men by telling your story,
That's
and
right.
you're the example. You're what it looks like to deal with it, to go through the healing, to speak up and make sure that those who hurt you are accountable, are held
That's right.
accountable.
And that's
And
why I always tell people your story, your testimony should always be spoken and told because you never know who might need to hear it or who you might touch and transform and change their life. You should never be embarrassed of the walk you've had to walk to get to where you are today because that made you who you are. So
Mm-hmm.
embrace that. And so, you right now have made a milestone marker. And you did that because you wanted to break the curses that have been hovering over you for as long as you can have or
Mm-hmm.
remember it to be. So that's something to be proud of all within itself, Jenny. You did that, got celebrations. We do it. Look, I would go do a cartwheel, but I might not. I might just stay right here in the chair. We gonna sit right
Don't do
here.
that.
And
We live, boo boo.
we gonna do an
We
imaginary
live.
cartwheel.
Don't do that.
yeah, don't
And I,
don't
I
do
want to acknowledge Colette and Yashika and Die Ford. Thank you. Die Ford said, I'm her superhero. Yashika says, so proud of you, Jenny. And Colette said, yay. Yay. I am so proud of myself. I mean, like I said, I've been through the trauma myself. I've been through the childhood trauma. I've been through the molestation. I've been through telling someone and them calling me a liar. I've been there. Okay. So now I was able to turn that around for my family members, for the young women that's in my family, and said, you can speak your truth. I am listening to you and I'm going to do something about it.
Yeah.
So, amen to that.
Amen.
And on top of that, while I was busy going through that, it made me want to create my own journals. So I've created journals. I have a total of 6 journals. And I designed these journals because, again, I didn't have the conversation with mom years ago. I didn't have the conversation with dad years ago. So my journals are just that. So, for instance, this is the journal, encouragement journal from a girlfriend. So you're able to write in this journal to your girlfriend your feelings, what hurt you, who hurt you. And on every page, there's an encouragement, words of encouragement from your girlfriend. Then you have words of encouragement from your daddy. How
Mhm.
many of us had daddies and didn't feel like we can talk to, or never had a daddy and wish we had someone to talk
There
to?
you go.
You can purchase this journal, and there's a word of encouragement on every page from daddy, encouraging you to tell him everything that's bothering you. I have the grandmother journal. I have an encouragement journal as if you were talking to me, your lifestyle motivator. And I also have the grandpa encouragement journal. So these can be found on Amazon, or you can go to my website, www.egeneralmelissa.com, and purchase your journal. So I'm
Yeah.
excited about that as well.
Woo! Yes, Jenny. Yes, so proud of you. You know,
Yeah.
when
Thank
you
you.
speaking about your journey and yours, I forgot about, well, because I guess after it all happened, I kind of forgot all about it. But y'all remember that back right before my birthday, my offender was about to be
Mhm.
released.
Mhm.
And so, yes, I am a victim. As I don't call myself a victim, I'm a survivor. I'm a rape
Great.
survivor. And so I don't call myself a victim. But earlier this year, I received notification that the offender was going to be released. And I didn't know how to deal with those emotions or feelings
Mm-hmm.
because when it happened, um, about, oh, well, it was a long while ago when it happened. I was 17. And when it happened, I never thought about the day that he would be released. I thought he would die in prison. Well, at least that was my hope. And it didn't happen. So when it came and I had to face that, I didn't know how to face that. And so that gave me a whole nother avenue of emotions and fears that I just wasn't prepared to deal with. But it's good when you have a good support team around you and people that listen and talk to you and help you through it. And with a lot of prayer, he has to stay a whole year. So I don't have to worry about it until August of 2023. Look at God, won't he do it? But I forgot about that and just sitting here listening to your portion. I was like, yeah, that was something else that happened to me this
Yeah.
past year.
And you'll be surprised at how many women that this has happened to. People that you're working with, people that you see in the grocery store, your best friend probably have some secrets that you don't even know about because
Right.
they're afraid to speak their truth. Ladies, it's time to speak our truth because that is a burden that we're carrying that doesn't even belong to us.
That's right.
It doesn't belong to us. It's not our burden. We should not have anything to be ashamed of or be in fear of. That is their burden, and we're just carrying it around. So
Right.
talk to someone, talk to a therapist, talk to a motivator, a lifestyle motivator, life coach, talk to your friend, talk to someone you really trust.
Yes. Yes.
Drop
Don't
that.
be afraid to don't be afraid to talk about it because you holding it in is not healthy and it holds you back from the greatness for yourself in your life. So you need to just go ahead and release that. Let it go, talk about it. And it's not going to be easy because a lot of times we don't want to face those fears and we don't want to face those demons that we've hidden for so long. But
Mm-hmm.
that stops us and holds us back. So don't allow it to stop you from where you're supposed to be going.
Yeah.
So, Tara,
I don't want to say nothing because I'm gonna cry. I feel it coming.
baby, listen.
I
Tonight we
That's
mm-mm.
right. We're being transparent tonight, honey.
Tonight we being
I feel
transparent.
it
Let's
going
go.
down
Now
my
let me tell
throat.
you
Let's
something.
go.
You know, Jenny is our hardcore coach, right? But the whole time she was talking, you can hear it in her voice. You can hear it in her voice. And she didn't drop a tear though. I was waiting, but I was sitting over here like, where's it at? Where that tear? Just give me one, Jenny. Just give me one. She didn't drop a tear, but you can hear it in her voice. Okay, so
Mhm.
tears is okay, baby. Let that stuff out.
Yes, ma'am.
Look, cause I
Oh,
might cry with you. Where my tissue? And let me get my.
I know, right? Ugh,
You
yeah.
got us. We right here. And look, everybody else is here waiting too. So yes, let's do this.
So I'll start with the hardest part of my year. And it's still hard, right? And it's still fresh. And it's like I'm some days I feel like I am still stuck on November 9th at 6:45, 6:42, 6:45-ish PM. And there are days when I feel that pressure of that phone call, right? I lost my friend. My friend died. My my best friend. He Brian was, and I still feel an extension of who I am, right? He was the male version of me, and in the sense of his heart, right? His love for people and connecting with people on a deep soulful level. You know, he was compassionate, right? And it didn't matter who you were, what you had going on. um he was going to be there for you, period, no matter what, right? And we had built a friendship of more than 20 years. I think I met Ryan in 2000, I think. It was a long time ago. I remember my apartment. I remember when the first phone call that I got from him. Um, and we had a solid friendship, like a real deep friendship. There was nothing that I didn't tell Ryan. Um, every part of my life, from the time I met him to the time he passed, my life was an open book, and we shared everything. So November 9th of last year, um, he was away with his brother, his wife, another couple, his brother's fiance, and they were at the beach, and they were just happy living life, and got caught up in a rip tide, and yeah, they didn't make it, Ryan and Rawl. um so I've that's been my hardest part. And prior to that, right, prior to Ryan's passing, my husband and I, my husband's mom, my mother-in-law, he at the time, he was her sole caretaker. So he was responsible for taking care of her, and she was ill, and she was elderly and declining, and life was, the writing was kind of on the wall. So Bentley had to deal with that, and that was heavy at the time, right? She passed October 12th. Ryan and his wife, right? I had no idea Ryan was going to attend the funeral. I know he called me at like 12 o'clock the night before, or he messaged me and he said, "Are you up?" And I said, "What's up?" And I didn't hear from him, right? But I'm like, whatever. I went to sleep. And the morning, as we are getting ready to leave, he was like, "Okay, I'll see you in a bit." And I'm like, okay, still not connecting the dots. But both he and Kia attended Bentley's funeral with us. So I saw Ryan within that month of October, I saw Ryan twice. And it was almost when I sit and reflect on it, right? It was almost as if God gave me that gift of seeing him and being present with him. And I remember at the end of when we were all leaving Bentley's mom's funeral, I said, Ryan, I'm gonna need you to like get with your other best friend, because Bentley took over my position as Ryan. He's still not my friend. And I was telling him, I'm gonna need you to be there for him, help me figure it out with him. And because he was in a, bad emotional spot, he just lost his mom and it was hard on him. And I depended on Ryan to be there, and less than a month later, he wasn't. And I didn't know how to handle it. I still don't know how to handle that. So I continue to take time to heal the wound. I don't know that it ever will, but there are moments when it's just hard. It's still hard. It is still hard. And we've tried, Bentley and I, we maintain our relationship with Kia because she's family. She's still our friend, right? Um and just trying to be a support for her and be there for her. um it's hard. It's hard, and I can't imagine her pain, because if I feel how I feel, I just can't even walk half of a step in her shoes. So that's been my heartache. It has kept me away from being active as a coach, or as active as I would want to be, because my heart hurts and I need to take care. I can't pour from an empty cup. So I need to get to a place where I feel whole. Um, and I just don't know when that will be. It's like there are days I get up and I have conversations with Ryan every day. I call Ryan's name every day and just trying to get through it. I was telling Kia earlier, I got on the treadmill because I was on the treadmill, and I know I'm rambling, right? But I'm just trying to get it all out. Um, I was on the treadmill. It was a Tuesday night, and I'd just gotten off the treadmill. I had done 75 rides. So normally I would share my workout with him. We had a little group chat thing. So I was showing off, right? I was on the treadmill. Oh, I have 75 runs, and I did that, and whatever. And I sent it, and that's when Kia called. She called after she got it. And when I heard her, that gut wrenching cry that tells you something's wrong. I knew something was wrong. I didn't know it was that, didn't expect it to be that. But even getting on the treadmill after that has been hard. So the weird thing is I would get all the way downstairs, get to the door, open the door, go in the garage, look at the treadmill. I'll sit on the treadmill, just trying to, calm myself, right? And I'm saying, you're fine, you could do it. Just turn it on. And there were plenty of days when I just can't even do that. I just call it a wrap. At least I got downstairs and I sat on the treadmill. And June 1st, yesterday, I actually said, you know what? I'm gonna get on this treadmill. I need to lose this weight. I need to refocus on my health. I need to get on this treadmill. And I promise you, I guess I'm hearing voices. I don't know, but I heard Ryan say it's about damn time, which is what he would have said to me anyway. Like I heard him say it's about time. It's about time you found your way back. And I felt calm in that instant. And I did 45 minutes. I had to break it down but I was able to at least do that. And then I went back today and I did 2 workouts. I had a walk in the morning, and then later on I did a run, and I'm like, okay, but I could, it's like, what took you so long? I could hear him saying, it's about time. Why weren't you coming? Why weren't you working out? So I'm looking forward to tomorrow going back on the treadmill, but I'm going to take it day by day. Um, and just kind of walk through this season of grief. My son, he's trying to understand it himself. He has said, "Oh, mom, you know, he was doing a Dr. King speech a few weeks ago. This was earlier up in the year. He had to memorize King's speech, The War at Vietnam, I think it's titled. And he was nervous about it. And then he was trying to memorize it. And he was like, Mom, you know what? I dreamt about Uncle Ryan, and it was him and Dr. King, and they told me that I could do this. And that's all he need. That's from there on, he was okay. He was okay. And Mike has even said, "Oh, Mom, I see Uncle Ryan all the time." And I said, "Well, where'd you see him?" He was like, I see him. I said, "Well, does he say anything to you?" He's like, "Nah, he's just like watching." And I'm like,
Guardian angel.
yeah. So even in death,
He's still there with you.
he's still my friend.
That's right.
Ryan is all of our friend.
I know
Yeah, he's all of our friend. Like, we went through the process with you, and he loves you, Tara. He's always going to be there. And I commend you, because I didn't even know you got back on the treadmill. So I commend you for doing that. And it's a process.
It is. And he told you right then and there, when you heard him say it's about damn time, he let you know he was still there.
And
he
just sound like him.
Yeah, even sound like him.
He just been waiting on you to come over there and do what you needed to do. So
yeah.
But grief is a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
You're gonna have your highs and you're gonna have your lows.
And
then you had a lot back to back. You lost your mother-in-law, and so now you're helping your husband go through his grief, and then you go through now. And what Tara didn't tell y'all is, because if she don't mind me saying this, when she was going through this, once she was going through this grief with her husband, and then she lost her best friend, now she became the backbone for not only her husband, but her best friend's wife and her own grief. So she was like just weighing up everybody's stuff on her shoulders.
And
there were many things
on the back burner.
That's right. Her grief was, it had to be withheld because she wanted to make sure everyone else was taken care of.
Yeah. This was my first birthday without Ryan. And he would have called me like midday, and I'd be like, well, why you weren't the first phone call? And we would fuss at each other. And I was always fussing at this dude. Every single time we talked. But it was so much love there, right? It was so much love. And Leanna, I appreciate you bringing that point up too, of me. There was a point where I felt, and I know Nakia does not think this, right? So this is a me thing. But there was a point, and even for Bentley, there was a point where I felt my pain is nowhere comparable to hers. So suck it up, but that's not, it's, we grieve, we have our own pain.
Right.
And it's hard. That's the word that I keep repeating, because this is really all I can express. It's a hard loss, and we spoke to Ryan the Monday, the day before he died. That's also another gift, right? Um, we laughed and we were coming back from picking up Bentley's mom's death certificate. That's how weird this whole thing is too. We were leaving the funeral home. We had gotten the death certificate. He had been waiting on it for a while. And on the way back, we are talking to Ryan. We are laughing, cutting up, and just the coolest conversation. And that was that's the last time I heard his voice. Other than, I have some voicemails that I saved that I listen to every now and then. But that was the last time we spoke to each other. And it was such, how I wish there was somebody recording it, right? Because it was like a really genuine conversation. We talked about working out, and the reason why I was showing off that next day was because the day before we said, oh, you know what, December 1, we're going to do it. And I called myself, well, you know what, I'm going to beat him to it. I'm going to get on the next day.
But you know what, Tara? Something I've learned in the years of the people I've lost over the years is that your memories is what keep them alive.
Yes.
Because that's what you have left. And it's so crazy because I take a lot of pictures, and I tell people, I'll be like, I know y'all sick of looking at my pictures, especially if you follow me on Twitter. I'm always picture this, picture that, selfie. So yes, I'm a picture queen. My mama was a picture taker, and something my mom always said to me was, when that person is gone, those pictures will always have those memories you can keep. And when I was younger, I never thought about it until I lost my mother at 20. And then when I lost my mother, I took all kinds of pictures, and I still take pictures. I used to be around people. They used to be like, you just take pictures. Why you take? Because I'm building and I'm making memories. And when my picture, when whoever is gone, I'm always had these memories and be like, this picture was taken. We was doing this. We was cutting up. We was saying this. So yes. But those memories that you have, those conversations that you can remember, all that stuff, you just cherish that, because those things will help you in your healing process and they're forever.
Yeah.
Yes. So I love you to death, honey. You know you my sister. Y'all my sisters for life. Y'all know, even though I was talking stuff earlier about getting kicked out the circle. I mean triangle. They not get rid of me.
We can't.
I know, right? We wouldn't even try. Like, it would make sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read these comments for you, Tara, since you can't see nor do you get them. So I'm gonna go ahead and read the comments for you. But Carlette said she's very proud of you, ladies. We need more people who are willing to admit that every day isn't peaches and cream. Mm-hmm. That's very true. She also said she was so sorry for your loss, Tara.
Thank you, Carlette.
And now we have Andrea that came and she said, so true. We take a lot of pictures too. My mom.
Andrea, who is that? My friend?
Andrea Curtis, is that your friend?
Yes. Hey, dweeb. She was gonna be she was on when we did our talk in May. March.
Oh, when we had the group of ladies on.
Oh, she's part of the panel. Okay.
Hey, dweeb.
Yes. Okay.
She said, yes, dweeb. So now I got to know why we call her dweeb. Why are we calling her dweeb?
I know, right? Oh my God, Andrea. Talk about another angel, right? When I moved to this country years ago, Andrea was one of the very first people that I met who was so kind and so welcoming to me. Let me tell you, at the time, she wasn't the manager yet, but then she became the manager in the financial aid. So I worked for her, but that girl loved me forever to this day. She was my manager, then she became my friend, and now she's just, she was my friend first, then she was my manager, she's still my friend, and she can't ever get rid of me. And we used to walk during our lunch breaks, and I don't know why she started calling me dweeb, and I'm like, no, you a dweeb. Yeah. She's been my dweeb,
so
and
both are dweebs.
Y'all just dweebs together.
I guess I'm dweeb. Yeah, I'm the
Dweeb
yeah,
1 and Dweeb 2.
dweeb one and dweeb two. So I'm like, you a dweeb. What the hell is a dweeb? How I'm a dweeb? You a dweeb.
I don't think she wanted you to really tell us because she said, mind your
Mind your
business.
Oh my gosh. She said because she was hanging on like a little sister dweeb. So there you have it.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you got the opportunity to go home. Talk about that.
Yes,
Yes,
you
I
did.
did. I did go home in April. And it was my first time home since COVID. Now I'd never been outside of Antigua that long. So remember I didn't get emotional until we were flying, we were about to land. And you see the little outline of the island, right? Now I've seen that outline plenty of times. But just going home after being away for 2 years and not being able to connect with people other than on video, right? I'm like, I'm gonna get to see my daddy. I'm gonna get to see my Uncle Prostar. I'm gonna see. Listen, I was so excited. I was gonna eat mangoes, go to the beach. My mom, my aunt. Listen, I was so excited to be going home. And it was exactly what I needed. It helped me to feel grounded. It helped me to feel, you know, more at ease with myself. And I remember I was having a conversation with my dad, and I'm telling him, this is going on, blah, 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 blah. I'm just like going off. And he looked at me and he's like, listen, you need to take care of yourself. It was just one sentence.
Mm-hmm. And you received it. You understood it. It
That's
came from
right.
Dad.
You have to take care of
Mhm.
yourself. And part of my brain is like, well, wait a minute, that's all you gonna say? I told you like all this stuff. And yeah, it's like
That was all he had to say.
Mm-hmm.
it's like you have more weight on you than I'm used to seeing. You need to take care of yourself. That was it. So, there's that little social media thing that is like, I understand the assignment. I'm sure you guys have seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I understand the assignment. I get it. I need to take care of myself. So,
Love that.
Because during times of grief, we sometimes lose ourselves. During times of loss, we sometimes lose ourselves. During times of anything, we lose ourselves, which is why you have to go back into remembering who you are, loving you, and taking care of you, because you are a priority and you are important. You're just as important, and your feelings, which I told you this when you was grieving, but anyway, your feelings are just as important as everyone else's. So
She
yes.
didn't listen to you, Leanna. She needed Daddy to tell her.
That's okay, because Daddy knows best. So girl, baby, go let Daddy do it.
and it was funny. I shared that with Andrea and Mo and Tanya, and Andrea was like, "Well, hell, yeah, that made me want to." I felt that I need to think.
Mm-hmm. Daddy said it. Daddy said it.
And that's exactly what Andrea said. He didn't need to say anything else. God know you needed that voice who you trust and who you respect and look up to just say that.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, I need to take care of
Those
myself.
simple little words.
Yeah. And
you
that's
got
the
it.
truth. That's the truth.
Well, that was probably the reason why you needed to go home as well. You needed to hear those words from your father.
I needed to see my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Needed to and when I tell you the burden, right, that it was lifted in just simply having that one conversation, I felt like I could breathe. I felt at ease. And it's still hard, but I feel more stable on my feet. I could put one foot in front of the other and go moment by moment by moment. And that's what I'm committed to doing, step by step
Baby
along.
steps. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard, man. It's hard. please, 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 we take care of yourself. I'm passing on that information. Take care of yourself. That's the assignment. Take
That
care of
is the
yourself.
assignment.
I love it, Tara. I
Take
love
care
it.
of yourself. Yeah.
And remember to be okay with taking a time out, taking some
Yeah.
time for yourself,
That
stepping
part.
back.
Yeah.
Right.
And I said I was the choo-choo train and I kept going, but during the court over the past couple of weeks, you haven't seen me on Facebook. You haven't seen me on Instagram because I needed to take some time for myself.
Yeah.
Because one thing I didn't want to do is present anger on social media. And I did go through a phase of just being angry. So I had to deal with those emotions of being angry, of being sad. I mean, I was even sad for him. You're going to prison for doing something that I was married to you almost 14 years. And you're going to prison for doing something I could not foresee. So I was sad for him. Like, what happened to you? Why are
Right.
you the monster you are today? What happened to you? So take time for yourself.
That's
You
right.
know,
Self-care is putting your
exactly.
phone on do not disturb. Baby, if you got an iPhone, listen. My phone stay on focus mode. People be like, I called you, I went straight to voicemail. Oh, sorry. Not sorry. Because listen, you have to take care of you. Everybody should not have access to you,
Yeah.
especially if they're not going to help you through whatever you're dealing with or processing. Or isolation is good. Just don't make it a habit of doing it and staying in that, because that's when
Right.
depression and stuff forms. But you can always take yourself out and just be unaccessible, because
Mhm.
everybody don't need that. You need to take time out for you, and a lot of times people don't want to be by themselves or lonely or being. Do it and
Yeah.
journal.
Yep.
Write it all in the journal,
Write it
baby.
out. Yeah.
Self-care. Miss
That's right.
Deanna's
That's
journal. She has a wonderful
Write it.
self-care journal.
everything you can
Inside
do
the
for
journal,
self-care.
it
Yeah.
tells you
Self-care is a
different
whole lot of
things.
stuff, and it don't cost you a lot of money. So quit telling people, oh, I gotta go to the spa and get my nails and feet done and a massage. No, you can be at home and doing self-care.
Tell us how to find your journal.
My journals are on Amazon as well, and you can find them under my name, Leanna A. Gower. I can't believe I put my name on the book, y'all. But
Yeah,
anyway,
you did.
It's your book.
it's mine. It's mine.
Yes.
Or you can look up Looking Within, Self-Care, Gratitude, or Affirmation Journals. But it's on Amazon. It's on Amazon. Woo!
We're
But
giving
yes,
y'all a lot of information today, ladies. There's a whole lot of transparency on here
Whole
today.
lot of
a whole lot of
transparency.
transparency.
Well,
But
I'm
you know
going to
what?
taste this cake that Miss Tara. Tara brought me a cake from Antigua. It's a rum cake. I don't know if y'all can see that. Girl came in a cute little box. And I hadn't opened it, so I just opened it this evening, and I'm going to taste it. It's an Antigua rum cake.
Antigua, Jenny. Come on.
Antigua.
She said, if you're gonna say it, you gotta say it right.
Fix me,
Yes.
sister. Fix me.
Okay.
So
Antigua.
it's a delightful taste of Antigua.
There you go.
There
And
you go.
It's
tag
very moist.
in the stuff, because y'all know not do that.
Now she told me she didn't taste it. She gonna bring something from home and stuff, and she
Yeah,
ain't never.
because I don't drink. I don't drink. So
Oh, so it's real rum in here. Is that what you're talking
I guess, yeah. Don't listen. I don't know.
Well, while Jenny is tasting cake, I didn't get my cake yet. I don't know. My postal service don't work the same as
I
everybody
mailed
else.
it. I mailed it. I don't
But
drink.
Good.
I will say
Oh
that
my
tonight, with us having and sharing our transparency and sharing, this is a part of our healing process, because being transparent and talking to you all and letting you all know that life is not always peaches and cream and rainbows and unicorns, because sometimes it's a whole lot of other stuff I can't say right now, because the words went through my head. I got to censor. So anyway, but I'm glad that right, red flags. There you have it. There you have it. But I am glad that we were able to share this part of us with you all, because you guys need to see that we are just as human
We're
as
real
y'all.
people. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
We deal
Put
with just
your
the same
comments. Like, what do you go through? Can you relate to this? Now, I can't see the comments. So I'm gonna depend on my other eyes. But what if shit? Can you relate? What do you go through that? We're human, so we all go through something at some point in our lives.
But
I
at
want
the
to
end of
read
the
this
day,
to
we
you,
we
Tyra.
still the coaches, and we still do what we have to do to
So
serve.
Nakia is on here.
Who's
Hi,
on?
Mrs. Wilson.
Yes,
Yeah.
So Kai says, if ever there was a pure heart, Tara carries it and shares the love of it endlessly.
yes, she does.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for saying that. That's my friend.
And Andrea says that it's okay being okay with stepping away. And you're absolutely right. And she also laughs about the fact that you don't drink. And she don't understand.
I've never had alcohol ever. And you know
Never?
what? Never. Ever.
Not a glass of wine, champagne.
Never. I've never had alcohol. And when I say that to people, the next question, are you in recovery? No,
If you've never had it, why would you be in recovery?
Be in recovery, right?
No,
that don't
I
make
would
sense.
say, they would say, do you drink? And I'm like, no, I don't drink. And they were like, you don't? No. Are you in recovery? And it's like a whisper.
Like if you were in recovery, you shouldn't be embarrassed by it. Yeah, I'm in recovery. Yeah, I did my time. I'm on year such and such.
Liz, I don't know how people. I don't know. It just doesn't smell like anything you should drink. So no.
Well, listen, I come from a family of alcoholics, so it was. I'm a social drinker. I say that. So I don't drink every day because I can't do that. I got to live my life. I got to pay these bills and I got to take care of these kids. And I don't see how people can do that every day. But if I go out, I have a glass of wine or stuff like that. But yeah, that's about it. I don't because I'm like you, Tar. I can't. I don't see the gist of doing it and getting all grown. Yeah.
I used to bartend when I was in college, right?
Maybe that has something to do with it.
How you bartend and you can't taste the drink?
I'm good for the
because
bar,
bartenders
right?
take shots. They be like, "Woo, let's take a shot." You ain't need to do that. You didn't live your best life in college.
Yeah, I've seen so many people come into the bar one way and walk out a totally different way. And I'm like, nah, it's probably not something I should do. Because at the end of the night, we have to clean up. And yeah.
Well, I'm not much of a drinker. I used to call myself a wino, but it was still a social thing. I'm not the type of person that had to have a glass of wine every day or even every week for that matter. But now I really don't drink. I just choose not to really drink because it seemed like the older I got, my tolerance for alcohol changed. Like everything gave me a headache. The wine I used to enjoy gave me a headache. Liquor, I was never really into liquor. But this past weekend, and Yashika, if you're still on here, we played a drinking game. And I don't know why I was sitting at the table. I don't drink. What y'all have at the table?
A drinking game?
Yes, honey, where we had to take shots. I don't know what the hell was wrong with me.
But wait.
What you had at the table, Di? Parmesan.
Oh, Lord.
I do not.
Oh, Lord.
Girl, how many shots I have? Like 4? My poor child, she know her mom don't drink. She know her mom don't drink. She was like, y'all, please give my mama some water. Please give her some water. She kept sending water. Give her a glass of water, please. Because I don't drink. Especially when I got into my 40s, I just slowly started coming away from it. At 50, everything gave me a headache.
Wow, yeah.
But I did good because she kept the water coming. Everybody did. Everybody kept giving me a cup.
So you would have to drink if you lost the game?
The game was Truth, Dare. It was called Truth, Dare, or
drink.
What was it? or go. Truth, dare, go. And it's really fun. So if you looking for a drinking game, it's fun. So you'll pull a card, you have to read off something and wants you to tell the truth about it. Or it'll be some kind of activity you have to do as a dare. And the go card was really cute because if you had to pull the go card, if you have 5 people that are participating, all 5 people pretty much have to stand up at this point if somebody pulls this card, because this card is for everybody at the table and it makes you do stuff. So I'm going to be transparent, okay?
Be scared. Be scared.
So I was playing this game and I pulled the card and the card said, and everybody's like on go, like they waiting to see what it's going to be. So the person that's reading it have to read it fast because they'll hear it first, but you have to read it completely. So it said, run into the bathroom. No, the last person to run into the bathroom has to take a sip, has to take the shot. So my behind runs into the bathroom. Actually, everybody runs into the bathroom. And I sit on the toilet. And I had been laughing so hard that I had me a few drinks. Girl, my body just peed. I was fully dressed. I had my little jeans shorts on.
No.
Oh,
Say it ain't so.
I didn't come out the shower. I didn't come out the bathroom because I had to take a shower.
that was your ending of the game, right?
That's
there.
it.
Yeah, you shouldn't drink. Don't do it.
It was a wrap.
Oh,
They
I want
laughed
to go
so
find this
hard
game,
at
and then
me.
I got
I
to
was
find some
like,
people to come over and play it. I think I like this game.
yeah, my body said, "Oh, she's sitting. She's squatting on the toilet. So, yeah, just release." I was like, oh.
And you was laughing.
And everybody was in the bathroom. Everybody was in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't, Jenny, don't do it. No.
Like I said, it's different when you turn 50.
Things we have to look forward to, Tara. Things we have to look forward to.
Yeah, I don't know about that part.
Well, it is 9:02 p.m.
Oh,
Ladies,
wow.
we did it. We did it.
We did it.
Wow. What a way to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you all enjoyed our transparency and enjoyed our show tonight, because yes.
Andrea, don't start no stuff now. I just met you.
She said, no, ma'am, I'm 50 and I ain't peeing myself.
And don't start no stuff.
That's right. Dweeb is 50. So, Jenny,
oh, gosh.
My body different. It's sensitive. I love y'all. Have a wonderful night. Come back and watch us in what day, y'all? We'll be back when?
wait, see, I have my calendar right here.
Oh, look at you, girl, go.
I'm prepared.
On the 16th.
So it's going to be the 16th. Yep.
We'll be back on
Oh,
the 16th.
and today is my mom's birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mama.
My mom is not on Facebook. I'm going to have to show her this.
But that's all right.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Mommy. She's 66, y'all. She getting. I said to her earlier, she was looking for some shoes real quick, right? She was looking for some shoes to wear for a wedding. And I'm like, you can't get heels anymore. Remember, your knees hurt. She looked at me like, I don't know who you talking to and who you showing them granny shoes, but they not for me. Because I showed her the little heels.
You gave her the kitten heels.
They wasn't the little square ones, the wide heel.
They were the white.
The little square kitten wide heels. Yeah, you done did Mama so wrong. She can wear something higher than that just because her knees is
not
bad.
having it. Yeah, she was not having it.
Oh, I'm glad she wasn't having it. She said she finna live her best life. Knees hurting it all. Let her be great.
She's gonna be great with her swollen knees. Go ahead, Mama. You go right ahead. I don't like pain, so yeah. I'll get the little glittery Crocs and dress them up and be fine.
Lord Jesus. See, I love me some 5.5-inch stiletto heels, baby.
I love them, but no, I want no. If it's gonna hurt, yeah.
No, I don't do the pain either, but I still love me some heels, baby.
Yeah.
Because then I can walk that walk. Okay, anyway, bye y'all.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh.